Oh, wow. One dot? Oh, shut the front door. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh la la. Ooh. Giorgio Armani! What is happening with this chick tint? Just one dot and... I mean... Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I'm impressed. And look. Like, what? It's not going anywhere. It's supposed to be a tint, and, well... It's not going anywhere. Like, Giorgio Armani, where, what, why, what, like, what is happening with the tint? The tint, and I'm rubbing. No, it decided to stay. It decided to stay. I'm pretty impressed. If this is the long wear on my hand, I can definitely expect that it's going to be a super long wearing on my cheeks. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. ParisStarChannel here welcomes you with a new and possibly a very exciting episode, guys. As you can see, what kind of a beauty, what kind of a wizardry has happened on my face. And guys, there is only one answer, which is ta-da, Giorgio Armani. Giorgio Armani and its Luminous Silk collection. Everything has been already applied on my face, and we are going to recreate this look, and then we are going to test the newest and the most exciting launches from Giorgio Armani in the form of a latest bronzer, Luminous Silk from Giorgio Armani, in the form of the latest Luminous Silk Chic Tint, and in the form of the latest Giorgio Armani PRISMA Glass Lip Glow Oil. And then this is what we're going to have, and this is what we're going to recreate. So yes, guys, if this is something that interests you, welcome. Please tune into my channel, to the party, where we celebrate diversity and beauty, because diversity makes us all different, but that difference makes us all gorgeous, unique, and beautiful. Let's start today's episode. Today's episode is all about the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk and its new and exciting launches from the brand. Alright guys, so here we are ready to apply makeup from Giorgio Armani with the newest and latest collection and latest products from the brand. We're going to see it in action in just a second. So right now I actually have applied the foundation and the concealer. My foundation, of course, would be the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and mine would be in the shade 4.75, and this is how it looks like, guys. It is the most incredible foundation, one of my favorites in my collection, that gives me this kind of a very unique look to my face. The Luminous Silk foundation gives you a light to medium luminous coverage that is not super radiant or oily glowy. It just looks like your skin, but better. At the same time, the longevity is absolutely amazing, and there are some incredible smoothing features of this foundation as well. Usually I have accentuate texture right over here in my T-zone, and right now with the foundation from Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, everything is perfected, and this is something that I love, and this is one of my favorite foundations from my collection. And I guess a little bit of a note, if you are looking for more coverage than the Luminous Silk, you can get it within the Giorgio Armani brand and their line with the Power Fabric Plus. So I always saying, okay, if you are a fan of light to medium coverage, then the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. If you are a fan to medium to full coverage, that still is with a foundation that is not super heavy, lightweight, but it gives you coverage, then the Power Fabric Plus. And recently there has been a new foundation launched that is called, I think, Designer Lift, that is supposed to be a skin caring foundation. For me, it's a total pass. It is supposed to be a skin caring foundation, but then when I looked at the ingredients, I was like, no thank you. So yes, Luminous Silk for the people that loves light to medium coverage, super natural, super lightweight. Power Fabric Plus that likes the same formula with much more pigment, so that gives you medium to full coverage. And then in my under eye area, you actually have the concealer, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in the shade 3.75. And I'll be absolutely honest with you, I am not a very big... it is not one of my favorite concealers. Right now it has been applied and it has been powdered with Pat McGrath. This is how it looks like, but I guess when it comes to a long day wear, like a full day of wear, it's not as impressive as I would like it to be. But it is a good concealer, but does not belong to my perfection concealer. And I suppose maybe you would know. If you would know, share it with us, with me, with the audience, what is going on, what is going on. Because as you can see, my bottle is a plastic matte bottle, while I see as well the concealers that are having, I think they're in a glass bottle and they're having a Luminous Silk writing right over here, something similar to the foundation. As you can see, the foundation has Luminous Silk, and I see two types of the Luminous Silk concealer, the one that I have right over here and the one that is displayed right over here. And then I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy because I'm thinking like, which concealer is the latest one? Because I suppose it's the most confusing thing about the Giorgio Armani lineup, makeup lineup, is that they continue the old packaging and along with the new packaging. And eventually you look at these products and then you're confused. Which one is new and which one is old? Hard to tell. So if you know which one is the latest invention from Giorgio Armani, is this the one that I'm holding in my hand? Or is this the one that is being displayed on this photo? Please let me know because I'm going crazy. Alright guys, so the complexion is done, and right now let's jump into this wonderful and exciting premiere and launches from the Giorgio Armani. First product that I would like to talk about would be this one. And it is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. This is how the product looks like. And guys, we are talking about the product that has 12 milliliters there's 12 milliliters of the product, and my shade is in the shade 50.5 Rosy Peach. And I suppose this is because there are many shades. I chose this one because it looks like this one is the most popular and most wanted, and now it became viral and almost sold out within the brand. So I managed to snatch it, and it is right over here. So let's go with a swatch. And I suppose when it comes to the bottles, it is practically the same bottle when it comes to the bottle with the concealer. Very, 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 very similar, if not the same. And this is its unique shade, which is called the Rosy Peach, which means that if you would mix rose with peach, you would have Rosy Peach. And guys, let's go with the swatch. The doe foot is very unique when it comes to the Giorgio Armani, and this is the shade. I love such shades. It's like kind of bubblegum, peach, pink combined all together. This is how it looks like, and if you would like to blend it, this is what you can get. So I can say that the dry down is pretty fast, and you definitely need to work really very quickly with this product. Alright guys, so right now let's apply this to my cheeks, and I suppose just for giggles, let's just have one dot and see how much pigment I can squeeze out of this tiny product, how economical the product can become. Because, you know, there are different products, different cream products like Rare Beauty that are super pigmented. I am very curious how much and how far we can go with this one and just one dot. So, the dough fit. There you go. And I'm going to apply it with my thing. Oh wow. One dot? Oh, shut the front door. Oh wow. Okay. Ooh la la. Ooh. Giorgio Armani! What is happening with this chick tint? Just one dot and ooh. Wow, okay. I'm impressed. But guys, okay, you are a witness what I am doing, right? You are a total witness of what I am doing. And am I exaggerating, or has this one dot transformed my cheeks into something really very pretty and super subtle? You can have a look and comparison right over here. A very beautiful, natural. And then there's nothing right over here. It applies very nicely with a hand. Let's add a little bit more for fun. You know. Maybe 3 dots like this. I can definitely feel that the dry down is really very quick. So I have to work with this very quickly. I'm having a damp beauty blender. This is going to slow down the dry down of the product. Oh wow, okay. Oh wow. I guess Giorgio Armani is not playing around with this product. It gives me the most beautiful natural look. And the sponge actually eats some of the product, which does not make this product so over pigmented. Let's have a look. It is definitely buildable, and it is definitely blendable. Okay. Wow, okay, nice. And it gives me that kind of a luminous silk vibe that the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk line has. What I am actually trying to say is that the luminous silk, it's not like super luminous. It basically adapts to what is being lied on, which means that if you're going to have a luminous silk foundation, you're going to have a luminous blush. It's not going to be a flat matte, but it's not going to be a super glowy type of a high blusher. For example, when the highlighter mixes with a blush, it is super beautiful and super natural, which means that you can have a comparison from one side to the other. So far, so good. All right, good. Let's see how it is going to apply on the other side with a brush. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. We'll see, because the dry down is definitely very quick. Okay, and with the brush, it is definitely much more intense already from the beginning. So yes, a damp beauty blender, beauty sponge definitely eats some of the product, but then it helps to spread it nicely. Good. I need to use a little bit of that blender to take some of the product so that we're going to have an even cheeks. Wow. Okay, guys. I mean, I am definitely very, very impressed how it looks like. This is as much as I need with this shade, Rosy Peach. As you can see, it looks super beautiful, super natural, a very nice mixture of the rosy and peach all together that gives me this kind of a nice and beautiful look. By the way, guys, this is the swatch, and look, like, what? It's not going anywhere. It's supposed to be a tint, and, well, it's not going anywhere. Like, Giorgio Armani, where, what, why, what, like, what is happening with the tint? The tint, and I'm rubbing. No, it decided to stay. It decided to stay. I'm pretty impressed. If this is the long wear on my hand, I can definitely expect that it's going to be a super long wearing on my cheeks. Good. So I suppose that would be enough for me. I don't know. Should I build it? Maybe just one more dot for giggles. But as you can see, you don't really need to apply a lot of this product to have a beautiful blush effect, and it's definitely buildable, but it's buildable in the way that I love, which is the controllable way. You know, you don't have to play with it like, you know, trying to take it down. One dot, and look at this. Wow. But at least right now you can see what is the shade all about, the Rosy Peach, and why most probably it is super viral. Good. Cool. I wanted to say good with cool at the same time, and it, it mixed. Anyway, good, guys. So this is how it looks like for now, and I like it. I really like it. Good. Let's jump into the next product, which would be this one. And it is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Sunlit Creamy Bronzing Powder. This is how the product looks like. We are talking about the super generous amount of the product, which is 18 grams, and there are different shades, and my shade is in the lightest shade, that is 90. So guys, I mean, the packaging definitely, it's something that attracts the clients when it comes to the Giorgio Armani, and I am super curious how it is going to look like on my skin. So when you're gonna open it, as you can see, this is what I've said. This is a super generous product, and then you take it out, and then this is the bronzer. And guys, this is my palm. So you can have a comparison right over here how large it is. It is of practically at the size of the palm of your hand, which is quite impressive. And then, you know, because these days we don't have generous bronzers. They're basically almost matchy-matchy with the blushes and all the other complexion products. This is one of these latest launches that is actually super generous. And then you open it right over here, and then you have a beautiful mirror right over here, a large mirror, and then you have this product, and I don't know if you will be able to see it, but it does have some sort of a shimmer. And let's see if the shimmer is going to transfer on your face, because, you know, we're still talking about the Luminous Silk collection. A Luminous Silk collection is very, very unique. When it comes to Giorgio Armani, it's neither radiant and neither matte. Oh, like soft matte. It's something like in between that looks very beautiful and very natural. So it has to be some sort of a shimmer, probably to enhance that kind of effect. Very typical to Luminous Silk. And I'm going to do the swatch. I don't like swatches. I don't like putting fingers into such kind of a product. But hey, it's a test. I'm going to do it for the sake of the test. This is the bronzer. And let's have a swatch. So this is the blush, this is the tint, this is the bronzer. And I think, and let's have a look, that for me, the closest to that, you can definitely see some sort of a luminosity that comes from here. Very subtle, very typical to hourglass powders. That kind of a luminosity, I would say. Very interesting. And for me, because when I was swatching it, it kind of looked like it's quite similar to the bronzer from Dior, from the Dior Forever Natural Bronze, and mine is in the shade 4. So let's have a look and let's have a comparison. Was I right or wasn't I right? Let's do the swatch. There you go, and let's put this beside. Okay, not as much. I thought that is as much, but because there is probably some sort of a champagne gold shimmer particles, it shifts the color into kind of like more goldy, while this one is definitely more neutral brownish. So I thought that might be similar. No. Okay, let's disregard that information then. And then let's go to the application of this product. I am going to use the brush from IT Cosmetics. It is my favorite brush and it is the Heavenly brush number 4, and I believe it is definitely heavenly. So I'm going to take this product, saturate the brush, and let's see what kind of pigmentation we are actually dealing with. Oh, I love the tint. I love the tint. Of course, I over-tinted myself, but it's the test. Normally, I would put much, much less. All right. This is the application. Good. So, the first thing that I can say, my brush and this bristle, because there are different brushes, right? The natural brushes pick up differently the product. The synthetic brushes, they pick up differently the product. So I love this brush because it picks up my products exactly the way how I want, and it blends exactly how I want as well. And you can actually see already, in comparison with the other side of my face, a super subtle bronzy effect that I'm getting, and it binds very well with that blush, although as you can see it shifts the color of the blush itself, so maybe a little bit less of the blush would be better in comparison with the bronzer, because right now when two of them are being laid on top of each other, the effect is amplified. This is what I see. Let's add a little bit more. Very nice bronzer, guys. Very nice bronzer, especially in the shade 90. It definitely, I don't know if camera can pick this up, but it definitely gives that kind of a beautiful bronziness to your face. It's like when you went out to the sun, you got tanned, and the next day after you were on the sun, this is the tan that you're getting. This is what I see on my face right now. So you can have a comparison. I applied a lot. So don't come for me. I applied a lot, but it's a test so that you can see the effect it gives me. This is how it looks like, this shade 90. Good. Let's apply a little bit on the other side of my face. The pigmentation, I think it's perfect. It's not too much, not too little. I'm definitely over bronzing myself, which is definitely out of my comfort zone. Oh my gosh, now I look a little bit silly. Forgive. Yeah, so what do I see? What do I see? Please be careful with the bronzer. There is pigmentation after all. As you can see, I'm definitely over applied myself. My fault. My bad. You know, I'm not perfect. But at least you can see that despite the fact that I have over applied myself, the bronziness that it gives, it is very nice, very, very kind of like summery, and it gives me a very nice effect. Well, you know, if you're gonna combine it with a blush, please be careful because the blushes are definitely amplified. They're definitely amplified. So it looks a lot too much. I'll probably try to fix it off the camera because right now we're just going with the application. Good. And the last product that I would like to talk about would be this one. And it is the Giorgio Armani PRISMA Glass High Shine Hydrating Oil Infused Lip Gloss. This is how the product looks like, and we are talking about the 3.5 milliliters of the product, and it has different shades, and my shade is 05 Berry Beam. The reason why I chose the Berry Beam is actually very simple. It is because this only shade has a little bit of a pearly shimmer that I'm going to show you in just a second. But like, you know, guys, let's just have a moment while taking it out of the box. Oh my gosh, like the packaging. Can you, oh, it's so incredible. And I'm going to get closer to the camera. I don't know if camera can actually pick this up. Maybe if I'm gonna, no. If camera can pick this up. But there is some sort of a pearly shimmer that is in this particular shade, something that I love. And then this is plastic, but this is the most beautiful plastic that I've seen in a while. Imagine if that would be the glass, that would be a stunner. That would actually be a stunner. So allow me now to apply this shade to my lips. This is the doe foot. It is quite small. It is quite tiny. And as you can see, this shade is very close to my original like lip color. Let's have a look. See? So the color or opacity is not overwhelming. We are talking about the very gentle and subtle color. And this is how it looks like. The application, allow me to approach. There is a little bit, a teeny tiny of a berry shimmer that appears right over here. And this is how it looks like. Alright guys, so the application is done. Allow me now to do some fixes and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Hello gorgeous beautiful stars. ParisStarChannel is back with the finished look. I have to definitely do some fixes and everything because I definitely over bronzed myself and over blushed myself to the point when it was out of my comfort zone. I was like, I can't continue with a test like that because I can't sign my name under this, you know. My makeup is all about the makeup, no makeup, gentle, beautiful, beautifying, and it was just too much. So I definitely had to start once again and do this kind of a look, and my oh my, right now everything is at the level where I absolutely love it. So allow me now to approach so that you can have your own look and your own judgment. Everything from Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk collection, which is the foundation, the concealer, the bronzer, the cheek tint, and then the PRISMA glass lip oil. So yes, guys, I suppose let's start with a little bit of a summary, and I'm going to tell you about the products from least like to the most liked product. So my least liked product, although I like all of them, but my least liked product would be this one, which is the Giorgio Armani PRISMA Glass Lip Oil. I mean, it is ParisStarChannel gives a green light to this product. It is a very nice product, but for the luxurious price it offers, there is nothing that I would say, oh my gosh, it's mind-blowing. It's not mind-blowing, actually. It is a very nice, lustrous, but not like mind-blowing lustrous lip glow oil with a little bit of a sparkle. But I suppose, for me personally, if I would like to have kind of like a lip oil, I would like to be blown away, and I'm not blown away. This is what I am trying to say. It gives me this kind of a like very subtle plumping effect. It's kind of like, I don't know how to compare it. It's like you want to go to the party. You're just about to go to the party. Then you're late, so you decided you're not gonna go to the party. And then eventually you appear at the party. So when it comes to the plumping effect, this is that type of a result, which means, am I being plumped or am I not being plumped? I feel like I'm being plumped. I don't see that I'm being plumped. Oh, I'm being plumped. This is that kind of effect that the Giorgio Armani is giving to me. It is a very nice product for the super luxurious price. It is up to you to decide if you are on the market for such kind of a product. If I would like to recommend something else that is less expensive, then I would definitely recommend the Jisoo lip oil. This one is with sparkle as well, and it is skincare infused, and especially with honey. This is glass, this is luxurious, and it is amazing. As you can see, we love each other. And then if you would like to have something from a drugstore that is not, you know, definitely the drugstore price, would be the one from the NYX, the fat oil. There are different shades, and some of them, they have some sparkle. They're amazing. Really amazing. So, you know, there is some sort of an options LD alternative. Second product that I would like to talk about would be this one, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzer. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. I think it is a very nice bronzer. It's definitely much more on the warming side, which means that you have a bronze and you have some gold champagne sparkle that I mixed with it, and this is the effect it's going to give it to you. I'm personally, and this is my own personal taste, rather more on the neutral and cool tone bronzers, while this one is definitely the warming bronzer. This definitely brings some warmth and luminosity to my face. Nonetheless, great product because it is huge, it is humongous, it's gonna last for me forever, and it blends very nice, it's smoothing, it definitely fits into this luminous silk category. And now if I'm looking at myself, it is amazing. It looks really very nice. So for me, obviously, ParisStarChannel gives a green light to the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzer. And then the last product that I would like to talk about would be this one, which is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in this unique shade 50.5, which is the Rosy Peach. This is love. So from the three products that I've tested, this is love. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. It is amazing. It is super nicely pigmented. It works very nice, but the most important thing is its longevity. Like, it stays. When it stays, and then it stays. You know, there are so many cream products that they just wears off during the day, or they just like become tired by the end of the day. I deeply believe that this cheek tint, once it sets, it stays and doesn't want to go away. It's just like, I don't want to go away. And this is the most incredible thing, while keeping this makeup beautiful and natural. I love it. Of course, it is pigmented, so, you know, you can build up the color if you want to. For me, this is how I personally love. So obviously, ParisStarChannel gives a green light to this cheek tint. I suppose I did the comparison already. When it comes to the bronzer, there is another bronzer from Dior in the shade 004, and the difference is that they have a very same shade. It's just like here it's a gold shimmery sparkle, while in here there are no sparkle, it's just a powder. They're very similar to each other. So if you have in your collection the Christian Dior bronzer in the shade 004, try to imagine how it would look like if you would add an extra golden shimmery glow, and this would be the Luminous Silk. When it comes to this category, the cheek tint, I don't really have anything like it. I think in my collection I do have some cream and liquid blushes, but like a cheek tint that is so long wearing, as you can see I'm rubbing, I don't think I have it. So yeah, guys, I suppose once again, allow me now to approach so that you can have your own look and your own judgment about my makeup. A super wonderful, unique makeup from Giorgio Armani. This is how it looks like. This is how the concealer looks like. And guys, this is how this makeup looks like in the natural light, because I deeply believe that it's very important to show you how this all looks in the natural light. It definitely looks different with a natural light, and it definitely looks different in a comparison with the studio lights. On top of that, my camera might not be the best camera in the world, and it picks up things differently. Sometimes I look at the mirror and I'm seeing things that I don't see at the camera. But I'm trying to be as adequate as possible so that you can have the most reliable test when it comes to these products. So yes, guys, that would be all when it comes to this test. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for tuning into my channel, where we celebrate diversity and beauty, because diversity obviously makes us all different, but at the same time gorgeous and beautiful. See you soon in my next episode. But as for now, guys, kisses and cuddles. Take care. Bye bye now.